They said the waters of Durana whispered stories to those who listened closely. For centuries, they nourished the forest, healed the sick, and protected the villagers. But now, their whispers were fading. And Mira, the only one who noticed, sat still watching something stir beneath the surface. Aira followed the butterflies until the trees parted before a glowing stream. But this stream flowed the wrong way, as if pulled by something unseen. She knelt, listening, and then a whisper. It wasn't the wind. It was the water itself, calling her name, urging her deeper into the woods. Her journey had only just begun. The forest opened into a quiet clearing, and there stood the oldest tree Aira had ever seen. Its bark shimmered silver, warm to her touch, and carved deep into it was a single symbol forgotten by time, yet familiar to her heart. The stream had brought her here for a reason, but someone had been here before her. The silver was still warm. As Aira knelt beside the shimmering roots, she heard it, a whisper not from the wind, but from the earth itself. It was calling her name, gentle yet urgent. The silver tree had more than beauty. It had memory, and beneath it, a passage waited. One step forward, and she'd leave behind everything she thought she knew. Near the roots, half buried in earth, Aira found an old lantern still warm with a faint glow, as if it had been waiting for her. The tunnel curved like a forgotten vein of the forest, alive with light. Aira stepped carefully, her lantern casting golden ripples across mossy stone. Every few steps, she saw carvings, symbols older than time. The air grew warmer, thicker, and ahead, the tunnel split into two. One path hummed with light, the other pulsed with shadow. The tunnel opened into a hidden world, glowing vines pulsed with light, and streams ran like living veins through stone. Aira clutched the lantern close, her breath quiet but her heart thudding. Ahead, soft-winged butterflies of light guided her deeper into the unknown. Every step whispered magic and a warning. Aira crept into the glowing cavern, her breath caught in her chest. The air shimmered with golden pink light, and butterflies floated like memories made real, each one holding pieces of lost stories. But not all were free. Some fluttered in glass jars, flickering faintly. At the center stood the cloaked figure, his hand raised, drawing the light from one more helpless soul. Aira stepped back behind the stone, her heart pounding. The chamber shook with rising energy. One by one, the butterflies in the jars trembled, fluttering desperately as light drained from their wings. Above them, the air swirled with a strange glow, forming symbols Aira didn't understand. She gripped the stone tighter. If she waited too long, it would be too late. But how could she stop magic she didn't even believe in? Aira didn't think. She ran. From behind the pillar, across the glowing stone floor, her heart pounding louder than the magic itself. The villain's spell lashed toward the jars. But before it could reach, Aira dove forward, reaching for the largest jar. Her fingers touched the glass, and something within it pulsed back. Time stood still, and then the jar cracked. Light burst from within, brighter than fire, softer than starlight. The butterfly rose, wings glowing with every story it carried. Aira stepped back, shielding her eyes. The wave of light struck the sorcerer, sending him flying, his spell broken. All around them, jars began to open, and the forest began to remember. Aira stepped into the morning sun, the light butterfly cradled in her palms. Behind her, the forest-stirred streams flowed again, trees shimmered with life, and voices returned to the wind. The villagers gathered, their silence blooming into smiles. No spell could hold back nature forever, not when hope had taken flight.